Everybody, what is mindset? All right. I like to talk a lot about mindset and what it is. So I figured we might just talk a little bit today about what it really means. And it's as simple as the very word itself. It is a mindset, it is how you set your mind. You tell yourself to do something, you tell yourself to believe something, to understand something. You tell yourself what to do. That's you, your mind, your soul. You are in control of the rest of it, the flesh, the body, you, the mind. You're so strong inside there. People do not understand how strong they are and how insanely overcoming that they can be when they just tell themselves what to do and they push through the pain. The body will give out a long time before the mind is ever willing to give out. But if you tell yourself that you're weak and tired and it's hard, then the body's going to believe it. But if you tell yourself, I don't care that I'm tired, I don't care if it's a long day, I don't care if I've been sweating all day in the Texas summer heat, you know, I'm going to keep pushing until I'm done. When you tell yourself what to do, no matter what, that's a mindset. So what is our mindset in today's world is very it's super bad to say the least. People don't have a mindset that is strong. It's more of what's going on. What can I do to just exist? What is easy? What is fun? What is simple? I don't want to challenge myself, all this kind of crap. And it's taken us away from who we really are because we were really actually meant to challenge ourselves. And that is where we get our greatest fulfillment and growth and overcoming things, and that's through challenge. That's literally meaning you have to push against, it's a force pushing against something else that is going to challenge it and make it grow stronger. Seeds, they have to be go through germination, which means they have to have pressure that's on them for them to actually sprout. Otherwise, they're not going to germinate. If you go to the gym, if you don't actually, put heavy weight on and it challenges the muscles where you tear the muscle fibers. If you don't challenge yourself, if you don't get tired, then you aren't gonna grow. If you don't go through those life adventures and it's a long day, it's been a long week, you're tired, you have to stay up later, get up early, or whatever it is. Life's challenging. If you don't push yourself past that and tell yourself, I'm gonna do X thing no matter what, then you're just gonna keep falling and wanting to find this comfort and ease that this world's telling us that we need. So just the idea, guys, is to build your mindset, challenge yourself on a daily basis. As much as you carry your cross every day, that is challenging and that is building your mindset. If you carry that thing, you are challenging yourself and you are building yourself to take on that new task. You have to sacrifice your flesh. You have to overcome something. You have to overcome yourself and your own flesh of what it's always craving. Because the flesh is always going to want something. The enemy's always going to be there to, dangle a piece of meat in front of your flesh to tempt you and to distract you. But it's got to be you who's like, that, I really like that thing over there, that worldly thing that I've always loved, but I know it's wrong, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to keep doing this thing that I know is right. That is a very simple analogy for the mindset. So, me, I love my quotes and scripture. So, uh, Alex Hormozy, the heaviest things in life aren't iron and gold, but unmade decisions. The reason you are stressed is because you have decisions to make and you're not making them. Straightforward. William Jones, the greatest discovery of my generation, is that a human being can alter his life by altering his attitudes, your mindset, your decision-making skills, and what you tell yourself you're going to do. Not if you feel like it, not if you're in the mood for it. That's what motivation crap is about. And it's like, oh, when I feel like it, then I'll do it, and then I'm good. And it's like, no, you're not going to feel like it hardly ever. And if you wait for the days that you do feel like it, you're never going to get anywhere. It's those days that you don't feel like it and you don't want to do it. Whenever it's raining and you're like, I don't care, I'm still going for that run. You didn't get a full night of sleep because of whatever reason in the world. And it's like, great, I still need to get up at 4 and get to work. So not living by those distractions or excuses. It is overcoming them. Voltaire, there's so many like this, but Voltaire has one that goes, the more I read, the more I acquire, the more certain I am that I know nothing. All right. The more you understand that there's so much information, the information is endless in this world. And so you're never going to be the smartest guy. You might be smart. You might know a thing or two, but is what you even know like worth knowing? Like someone comes and they tell me that they know about sports or or I don't know, car collection or any number of dumb things, Hollywood actors. I'm like, great, congrats. How does that help you in life? Do you know, does that do anything for you? So learn, build, grow, challenge yourself, tell yourself what to do, and challenge yourself intentionally every day. Start with one little thing, just one little thing, whether that's read a book, read one page, read one chapter, read one whatever. Start with reading one Bible verse. Walk, just go walk for 5 minutes, go walk for an hour, go build it up. Thomas Jefferson goes, if you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done. Well, yeah. If you actually want to be successful, if you actually want to get somewhere in life, if you actually want to do X, Y, and Z, that is, people are up here like, oh, that's the 1% type of people, then well, of course, if you don't believe that you can do it, if you don't try to do what they are doing, you know, then you're not going to get anywhere. But if you look into it and realize and learn the information that no one who's up there just was given everything, all those people have been entrepreneurs and they learned and built and grew over time and they failed a million times, but then when they had that one success, everyone remembers the one success. They don't look at all the failures. They're like, oh, you're known for this big thing. So 1 Samuel 15:22, obedience is better than sacrifice. Be obedient. Do the thing. Be obedient even to yourself. Tell yourself what to do, what you believe in, what you want to be true, and start telling yourself that every single day and do it. We're not just saying it. Saying it's great. No one cares about if you say it. But if you do it, that's what matters. Okay, Psalm 112:6. For he will never be shaken. The righteous will be remembered forever. He will not fear bad news. His heart is steadfast, trusting in the Lord. So if you tell yourself what you believe, then you're gonna believe it. You lock yourself down. You tell yourself, I'm going to do this thing. Okay? And that's whether that's waking up at when the alarm actually goes off and not hitting snooze 10 times, whether that's, believing in that thing, that person, that idea, that the fact that you could actually accomplish that goal, if you just tell yourself you're going to believe it and work towards it, you will. 100 million% you will. That's only because you're going to be working for it. If you stop working for it and you just think and say, oh, well, one day maybe when it falls in my lap, then I'll do it. It's not going to work. Jeremiah 17:9, the heart is more deceitful than all else and is desperately sick. Who can understand it? I, the Lord, search the heart. I test the mind. I give to each person according to his ways, according to the results of his deeds. So, are you telling yourself what to do? Is your flesh telling you what you're going to do? Are you giving in to something as simple, weak, and mundane as the flesh? Because Satan kind of is the one who's controlling your flesh. So if you listen to your flesh, you're pretty much doing what Satan says. It's the short version. But if you do what is right, what the Bible says, what you tell yourself to do, and to not listen to the flesh, not to listen to the heart, then great. Then you are being able to overcome those obstacles and the ways that the enemy can lie and steal and cheat and destroy and all that stuff. Matthew 26:41. Watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. Just reiterating what we just talked about. The flesh is very weak, and it's because we like relaxation, we like comfort. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's when you make that your priority and you chase it, that's the problem. All right, I'll finish the last one off with Matthew 16:21. So from that time, Jesus began to point out to his disciples that it was necessary for him to go to Jerusalem and to suffer many things from the elders, chief priests, and scribes, and to be killed, and to be raised up on the third day. And yet Peter took him aside and began to rebuke him, saying, God forbid it, Lord, this shall never happen to you. But he turned and said to Peter, Get behind me, Satan, you are a stumbling block for me, for you are not setting your mind on God's purpose, but men's. There is a reason that things have to happen, and 99.999, 100% of the time, There's going to be pain and suffering that has to take place. All right. It's going to be some degree of it. It's only going to get more and worse and harder and more suffering as you go. But the purpose, the reasoning behind what you do, the fulfillment you receive from doing that purpose that you've gotten, it all builds and grows on each other. But if you sit there and all you do is swipe, scroll, if all you do is eat junk food and watch TV and you're just sitting there playing with yourself, watching porn like a sad little piece of crap, well, then guess what? I mean, you're not going to get anywhere else, and you're not going to get anywhere. You're not going to get anywhere good, and you're just going to stay digging a hole further and further down until you're willing to climb out of the hole. Okay? So, mindset, tell yourself what you want to do and believe, and just start doing the things. And you're going to be course correcting for well your entire life, really. I've guy told me to go one direction. I've been going in it, and then all of a sudden he just goes, "Okay, go over here, do that, try this, talk to that person, blah 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 blah," and it's a roller coaster, honestly, and it's great because he's doing amazing things and blessed me more than I could ever even hope to understand, and all the wildest imagination of what I could think would be the top tier. He's only shown and proven to me time and time again. And when I think that I know what I'm doing, and I think, then he just shows me that I really don't actually know what's going on, and that he knows me even better than I know myself. So push yourself. Tell yourself what you want to believe, what you want to believe in, who you want to believe in, and start doing things. Tell yourself, challenge yourself. I want to believe in, I believe I'm going to lose, I'm 400 pounds overweight. I believe I'm going to lose it. Great. Are you going to get up and go for a walk then? Are you going to put down the fork, stop eating all the fast food? Or, you got to take in those steps. You have to actually do the thing, not just saying it. All right. Saying it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't. It's not even a starter. Just do the thing. Tell yourself what you want to believe in. All right, guys. That's just kind of my spiel for this week. I hope that was able to be helpful. Love you guys. Have a blessed one.